8 Prayer fulfilled. In twilight hush where David prayed, a child of truth and light was laid. O Lord, he whispered, soft and low, grant wisdom seed for him to grow. Let him be just, with heart sincere, to guide the weak, to soothe the fear. Not for the crown nor riches bright, but for your love, and truth, and right. Sulaiman, with gentle eyes, was blessed beneath the endless skies. From tender youth, his mind was clear, to see what others could not hear. A ruler born of mercy's hand, to judge with care across the land. The people watched and praised the Lord, for every heart would be restored. A king of wisdom yet to rise, a blessing from the earthly skies. From cradle soft to childhood days, he walked in wisdom's gentle ways. Not just a boy with eyes so bright, but one who sought the path of right. He heard the whispers of the land, the cries of poor, the widow's hand. Each word he weighed with patient heart, and learned the ways of justice art. 2 women came with child and strife, each claimed the life, each pressed her life. A test was set to show the true, a judgment clear, the false withdrew. One mother wept, no, spare his life. The other's heart was cold as knife. And so the truth of hearts was shown, the tender love and mercy known. The people marveled at the king, who saw the way that justice brings. He learned from all, both small and great, to serve the Lord, to guide the state. From early youth, his mind was blessed, with wisdom deep, and heart at rest. The townsfolk came with cases wide, from simple homes to countryside. Young Solomon, with thoughtful gaze, observed their hearts, their words, their ways. The young king learned of every plea, from merchant's call to widow's decree. No act too small, no voice unheard, each judgment shaped his mind and word. He walked among the fields and streets, observing life in all its beats. He saw the ants and birds in flight, and marveled at God's wondrous might. To hear the lowly, eat the small, this lesson stated above it all. Ascending the throne. At length the years had come to pass, and Solomon took up the mass. Of ruling lands both near and far, guided always by God's star. He knelt and prayed with humble heart, grant me your wisdom, Lord, impart. Not for the gold, nor throne's delight, but to distinguish wrong from right. The people watched their youthful king, and felt the peace his presence bring. Each judgment fair, each law precise, he ruled with justice, not with vice. He sought the guidance from above, in every choice, in every love. The temples rose, the streets were safe, each heart in town, each path and wave. He pondered deep on questions vast, of trade, of law, of future, past. The jinn and men, both came to seek the wisdom that was mild yet sleek. His throne was set with grandeur bright, yet Solomon sought only right. No king before or after him could match his mind, his sight, his vim. And every night, he raised his voice, in prayers of thanks, in sacred choice. O Lord, forgive my faults and guide, and keep my kingdom at your side. From early dawn to evening's close, he studied men and heaven's prose. Each soul he met, each story heard, became the seed for every word. With wisdom vast and heart sincere, Solomon could see and hear the world of men and jinn alike, their hidden deeds, their hearts alike. The windows bade his sovereign call, the seas would bow, the mountains tall. No lock was closed, no door was bound, his knowledge spread both sky and ground. The jinn were tasked by his command, to build, to move, to shape the land. Each creature, whether small or great, fell under God's most wondrous state. The jinn performed with skill and care, yet always mindful he was fair. He tested hearts with gentle mind, to seek the loyal, leave behind the ones who sought to trick or lie, beneath the ever-watchful sky. And so his fame through lands did spread, a king both wise and God-led. Each dawn he thanked the Lord above, for gifts of strength, and peace, of love. He ruled with wisdom, free from pride, with justice as his faithful guide. One day, as Solomon walked the land, he heard a voice, so soft, so grand. A tiny ant beneath his feet spoke words of caution, wise and sweet. "O king," it said, "our colony hides from storms and feet where danger bites. We store our grains, we work with care, our homes are safe, though small and fair." Solomon smiled at creatures small, and knew that God sustains them all. He listened then, and understood the lessons written in the wood. And birds would come, their songs to share, their chirps and whistles filled the air. He heard their tales of forests wide, of rivers deep, and mountains side. The hoopoe bird, with feathers bright, brought news from lands both day and night. He spoke of kingdoms far away, where people turned from God's straight way. No detail lost, no word unheard, each life, each sound, each whispered word. Through creatures' voices, he would see the marvels of God's decree. And people marveled at the king, who learned from ants and birds that sing. One day the hoopoe bird appeared, with messages that Solomon revered. It spoke of lands both near and far, of kingdoms shining like a star. "O king," it said, "a queen so wise, in Sheba's land beneath the skies, has heard of you, your throne, your might, and seeks your counsel, truth, and light." Solomon smiled and sent a note, by faithful bird, with words he wrote. "Submit to God, forsake the vain, and to wisdom, mercy, you shall gain." The queen, astonished, sent her gifts, gold, perfumes, and jeweled lifts. Yet Solomon, with heart so pure, sought not her treasures, but only sure that she would know the righteous way, and turn her heart from worldly sway. She came and saw the palace grand, and marveled at God's guiding hand. The throne was vast, the halls so bright, but Solomon shone with gentle light. No pride he bore, no greed he kept, but all he did, God's honor leapt. He spoke with words both kind and wise, and opened hearts and closed all eyes. Before the queen herself could see, her throne appeared, as swift as sea. By wisdom's hand, and God's command, it stood before her, firm and grand. The queen believed, her kingdom swayed, by truth and justice, not by blade. Through wisdom's voice, through God's own guide, the nations saw what truth supplied. And Solomon, with peaceful reign, ensured that justice would sustain. The hoopoe bird returned once more, its message cleared from shore to shore. "Great king," it said, "your fame is known, by God's own hand, your seeds are sown." The jinn and men both served with pride, beneath his watch, with God as guide. Each palace, hall, and garden wide, bore witness to God's love and guide. Through gratitude, justice, and labor vast, he ruled with mercy that would last. The ministers and scribes would see, that mercy led his policy. He walked among the people's cries, observed their toil, their lows, their highs. From dawn till dusk, he worked to guide, with God above always beside. Passing in lessons left behind. He leaned upon a staff with grace, a guiding rod in every place. Through days and nights, his hand at rest, a king at ease, divinely blessed. A tiny termite, unseen, untold, gnawed at the wood, both firm and old. The staff grew weak beneath his hand, a subtle sign of God's command. At last it fell, the king with it, a silent end, no pomp, no wit. The jinn, amazed, still thought him near, unaware a year would pass ere clear. till staff and silence told the truth, revealing death, God's sovereign proof. Subscribe, turn on the bell, and join us in exploring more lessons from the Quran.